The Pussycat Dolls returned in 2020 to relative fanfare with their single React, which was a moderate success throughout Europe, but gained no traction in the States. Still, in interviews and public appearances, their dynamic seemed more inclusive than ever. We know the Pussycat Dolls tends to be the Nicole show, and musically that didn't change. But there was much more of an equilibrium surrounding their reunion. I must say, being that there is a usual aura of desperation and out-of-touch approaches for acts who go away for 10 years and pop back up 10 years later to ignite their career, Pussycat Dolls did seemingly well. The song they released isn't anything spectacular, but it is faithful to their brand while remaining faithful to contemporary radio. Although having a promising start, their reunion would ultimately end up just as messy as their first breakup. They made their return on the X Factor and gave a very good performance, and shortly after announced that they would be going on tour. But instantly people noticed the absence of one member, who actively fought against Nicole being the only focus of the group, and that past member is Melody Thornton. Now there was a ton of speculation on why Melody didn't rejoin the group. She doesn't exactly have the most consistent relationship with the group, but to be fair, neither did the other girls, who often just played the background to Nicole. But it's more evident than anyone else in the group that Melody really wanted to sing and showcase her own talents. Melody was put to the side as a dancer, even though she was not a strong dancer at all. She even said that she just felt like a glorified backup dancer. And throughout some of their live performances, you can tell there are some more rebellious moments where she interrupts Nicole or makes it her mission to let the audience know who she is. When it comes to vocals, Melody is probably most heard and known for her backgrounds on the hit single Buttons, and she sounds good, but nothing else really came from that moment. Melody has expressed numerous times that she didn't see herself returning because she doesn't feel like there's anything to go back to, since she is a singer, but she wishes her bandmates the best. She also said she felt like there would need to be time spent together outside of work so they could learn to respect each other and make a better work environment. But ultimately she never saw herself returning. It seems like the girls should have taken Melody's advice when it comes to spending time together in order to allow a better work environment, because as quiet as it has been kept, there's still a lot of tension and accusations being thrown. The ladies really did appear to be on the same track and friendly initially, but it would prove to repeat yet another cycle. So the Pussycat Dolls' return with React in 2020 is received well. They give a good performance on X Factor, albeit controversial. Then they also collaborate with Meghan Trainor, which seems so random at first, but it makes a lot of sense for them to just get themselves out there again and acquainted with the music scene again. The tour was set to start in 2020, but was pushed back due to the pandemic. Robin Antin, who's the founder of the Pussycat Dolls, was also very involved in this reunion. When 2021 came around, they once again delayed the tour due to the pandemic, but everything still seemed optimistic for the group. One of the members, Jessica Sutta, got pregnant. Still, her and the group member's founder, Robin Antin, did public appearances, reassuring fans. This was set to be a massive comeback for the group. Not just a simple reunion tour, but according to Robin and Jessica, they were actually in the talks to collaborate with Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Karol G, who are very popular acts right now. So it would have been very smart for them, and to their credit, the song they released during their reunion sounds current enough to pull it off. Some pop acts struggle with that, where they'll still be making dated records, but the Pussycat Dolls seem to have a good pulse on what's current, so I could definitely see this girl power type of branding for them. It also seemed like the Pussycat Dolls were aiming for more inclusion on their newer material. Jessica Sutta let it be known in an interview that her and the other girls actually sang on their newer records. I think you're going to hear a lot of us singing. All of my bandmates are incredibly talented. They have beautiful voices. I think it's definitely time for them to shine. That inclusion of multiple members singing wasn't reflected on their comeback single React. Maybe they wanted to lean into it, and I also think it would have been cool to witness that rebrand. It's like a TLC type of thing. T-Boz is the leader of TLC, but when they were going in a new direction, Chili sung lead on the song, known as No Scrubs. It's the first time Chili sang lead vocals on a TLC song, and it ultimately was a smash hit. I think it would have been very interesting to see that same concept from the Pussycat Dolls, but their comeback made it abundantly clear that it's still the Nicole Scherzinger show. which props to her. She still looks great, she sounds great, and still performs very well. Nicole is talented, and she is the Pussycat Dolls. It's been this way since the group began, and it makes sense why she still is the center focus. Even if the group had decided that they were going to be more inclusive on the singing part, I don't think Nicole being the main girl would have ever changed. And quite frankly, I think she's earned that right. Even though she isn't the founder of the group, she really built it up, made it a household name, and sang mostly all the records by herself. Now, where this reunion went wrong is when the tour cancellation was officially announced. Nicole put out a statement saying, "Thank you to everyone who had tickets to see PCD. We are so appreciative of your support and loyalty. With the ever-evolving circumstances surrounding the pandemic, I understand the decision that the tour dates had to be canceled. I can't put into the words the amount of love, admiration, and gratitude I have for the other girls in the group, and the fans that have supported us. Stay safe and healthy. Love and blessings." However, according to some of the other members, they didn't know that the tour was getting canceled until Nicole actually announced it on Instagram. Carmi and Jessica put out a statement saying, "We want to say how incredibly disappointed we are to learn of an announcement made on Instagram that the Pussycat Dolls reunion tour is canceled. As of now, there has been no official notification of that. Either way, it seems as though it's the end of a chapter to an incredible life-altering experience, full of some awesome memories that we will forever be grateful for. Trust us, this is not the outcome we had hoped for. We wanted it as much as you because we appreciate you all so much, and it hurts our hearts you had to wait so long for an answer, but unfortunately, it's out of our control. This tour may have come to an end, but it is not the end of the doll story. We created a sisterhood that will live on." Now, if this is true, it's obviously very messed up. I get that Nicole is the leader of the group, but they were scheduled for a tour as a group, and it's just decency to let your other members know that a tour is going to be canceled before the public does. And more than one member complained about not knowing their own tour was canceled, so that's ridiculous. However, there seems to be a lot more issues than just the pandemic which led to this reunion going sour. According to E! News, founder Robin Antin sued Nicole Scherzinger for allegedly refusing to perform in the reunion tour despite an agreement in 2019. In the lawsuit obtained by E! News, Antin says she spent 2 years negotiating with Scherzinger over the relaunch, and in 2017 received $600,000 from Live Nation that hinged on Scherzinger agreeing to perform in the reunion tour. According to the suit, the pair came to an agreement that Scherzinger would be an active partner and perform in a reunion tour, including up to 45 live performances, expected to start in December 2019. The breakout star would receive 49% of the shares and profits of a new Pussycat Dolls business, PCD Worldwide. According to the lawsuit, Anton would get the other 51%. It seems Nicole is trying to officially be the overall power holder of the Pussycat Dolls and kind of phase Robin out. In April 2021, Scherzinger offered new terms of the agreement, requesting to become the owner of 75% of PCD Worldwide, get complete creative control, and become the final decision-making authority per the complaint. Nicole and her team also legally responded to Robin's lawsuit. Along with her filed legal responses, both of Scherzinger's attorneys accused Anton of mismanagement and attempting to defame the group's lead singer to shift blame. Nicole Scherzinger asked to negotiate terms to a new tour in 2021, instead of agreeing to Anton's demand that the old agreement govern the new tour, says her lawyers. So the main battle appears to be over ownership and who gets the highest percentage, and it seems like a long road ahead. So I don't expect to see these girls together again in a long time, if ever. Anton founded the Pussycat Dolls as a burlesque troupe, and eventually transformed it into a musical girl group. And Nicole has been the star who has sung the music almost entirely, so much so that the other girls didn't even hear the albums until they were finished. I can understand why there's a tug of war going on when it comes to ownership over the group. Still, I feel both parties were equally wrong if it's true that the other girls weren't even notified that their own tour was going to be canceled, but this whole thing just seems like a big mess. Anyways, tell me what you think about this reunion. Did you not really care? Were you excited? Did you predict that it would fall apart this way? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.